Today's show and the following message are brought to you by Trevitt Hill. Cannabis investors expect big returns from the companies that they invest in. Unfortunately, not all cannabis investments succeed. Trevitt Hill's management team works with investors to help turn around, or in some cases purchase, their underperforming portfolio companies. To learn more, go to trevitthill.com. As someone once said to me, if cannabis were a cherry pie, marijuana would just be one cherry in the pie. On Hemp Barons, we plan to explore the rest of the cherries in the pie. From MJBulls Media, it's the MJBulls Podcast, a show about raising cannabis capital. I'm Dan Humiston, and on today's show, how the passing of the Farm Bill has created opportunities that are exceeding everyone's expectations. Today on the show, we don't have a guest because on today's show, we're going to talk about a new podcast that's launching next week called Hemp Barons. For our loyal listeners, have no fear. The MJBulls Podcast is going to continue unchanged. We're going to air another episode on Friday. But for today, I want our show to focus on Hemp Barons. Since the passing of the Farm Bill at the end of the year, we've received a ton of hemp companies applying to be guests on the MJBulls Podcast. So we thought, let's create a brand new podcast just for the hemp companies, entrepreneurs, and products that are using this amazing plant to change the world. I'm going to start off as the host, but I plan to have at least a couple co-hosts to help me shoulder this project because cannabis is so complex and there's no way that any one person can know everything that you need to know about this plant. As someone once said to me, if cannabis were a cherry pie, marijuana would just be one cherry in the pie. On Hemp Barons, we plan to explore the rest of the cherries in the pie. We have a bunch of shows already recorded, including a show about an organic hemp farmer in Montana, a company that makes wood stain with hemp oil, a company that supplies seeds and baby plants to farmers in Oregon, a hemp processing co-op in Colorado, and a CBD micro brand with a license to grow, extract, manufacture, and distribute in New York State. From the farmers that grow the plant to the companies that use the plant to improve their products and everyone in between, we are going to do shows all about hemp and how it's changing the world. So if you're a hemp baron and want to share your hemp company or hemp product story on the show, please fill out a guest application at mjbulls.com. Our first show is a two-part show, with part one airing on Sunday, March 17th, and part two airing on Tuesday, March 19th. After that, a new Hemp Barons show will drop every Tuesday. So just one final reminder, if you are an MJBulls subscriber on iTunes or Sketcher or Spotify, Hemp Barons is a brand new podcast, so in order for it to come up on your feed, you'll need to subscribe to it. So have a great day. We'll see you again on Friday for a new episode of MJBulls, and on Sunday for the very first episode of Hemp Barons. Just a quick reminder that you can become an MJBulls member for just $4.99 per month and enjoy exclusive access to companies' pitch decks and the MJBulls Cannabis Capital Directory. Join today at mjbulls.com. Thanks for listening to the MJBulls Podcast. To learn more about today's guest or to become a guest, visit our website at MJBulls.com. Today's show was produced by MJBulls Media with original music composed by Jamie Humiston. I'm Dan Humiston, and you've been listening to the MJBulls Podcast.